Woo!
Hey guys, it's Bad Memories here. Today I'm going to be showing you a mini longboard that I've made. Before I get into all that, I'd just like to say the idea for this came from a YouTuber named LB Pack Skim. I don't know if I'm saying that right or what. I'll put a link to the video in the description box below so you can see his board and where I got the idea for this. I'm going to sort of do an explanation on how to make this as well, I guess. So yeah. Here it is. Started off as just a regular skateboard deck. So yeah, this board I had originally made into a dirt board and longboard, and just wasn't working all that well for that. So I decided to try this and use it for something. So yeah, basically what you do is you just take a marker or something and you mark out your design. If you want really straight lines, just use masking tape and just run that across the board, and then just take a jigsaw and follow your line. Once you've done that, you can use a file to just smooth out the edges, and it'll sort of straighten the edge up a little bit too. If you don't have a file, you can use just sandpaper. So yeah, what I did for this is I used the masking tape method. I don't know how well the shape is going to show up, but fairly straight lines. Alright, so board measures in about 26.5 inches long and 8 inches wide at its widest point. So the deck itself, you can make it into any shape you want, really. The whole idea for having better turning and how it's actually ride like a longboard, it's in the trucks, I find. These trucks are just the crappy trucks that this board came with when I bought it. What you can do to make it handle a lot better and to give you way more turn is you can get some really soft bushings and put them in the bottom, and then put a harder bushing on the top. The bottom bushing, because it's softer, will lean in, but the top bushing will limit it to how far it can lean, so it'll only lean so far, rather than keep going, and then hit the board. So that's what I did. I put a really soft bushing in the bottom and an extremely hard bushing on the top, and you guys can see this. It turns pretty far, so that's good. So yeah. And the next step after you've done that is you're going to want to get yourself some longboard wheels. I don't suggest using anything bigger than 70 millimeters just because you'll be really high off the ground. So I'm going to say the maximum size would be 70 millimeter wheels to use on this. And you can go as small as you want, but I would say the smallest would be about 60, otherwise you're not going to get any speed. For this board, it does get a fair amount of speed going. Handles fairly well. It's a little bit of an odd ride just because it's so small, but you get used to it. Wheels I used are 70 millimeter 81A durometer wheels, which I got from Cyrus Skateboards. It's a local shop, I guess. I live about 20 minutes away from it, so yeah. I got them for like about 20 bucks or something like that, so that's pretty good. Getting back to this though. What you'll need is about 3/4 of an inch of riser pads. You can do this by using two 1/8 inch riser pads and a 1/2 inch riser pad, or if you can find it, a 2/8 inch riser pad and a 1/2 inch pad. So what I did was I used two 1/8 inch riser pads and a mini logo 1/2 inch riser pad. I suggest using mini logo because they're fairly cheap and they work great. That's what I used, no problems, great quality, and for a package of two they're about $3, so that's pretty good. So yeah, about 3/4 of an inch of riser, and that'll allow for big wheels on there. Mounting hardware. You're gonna need at least, I would say, 1 3/4 inch hardware. I went with 2-inch bolts, just from a hardware store, and locking nuts. I would suggest just using 2-inch just to be safe. And if they're a little too long, you can just get a hacksaw and cut them down to size, or you can add more riser pad if you want. But yeah, I don't really know what to say about this. So yeah, I guess that's it. I'll just sort of cut to a clip, I guess, of how far I can turn and whatnot, just to show how the risers work, or not the bushings, sorry. And yeah, so I'll just cut to that. As you guys saw, it leans in really far. So yeah, that's it for today, I guess. Kind of been rambling on, didn't really prepare any of this or anything. So yeah, if you guys have any questions or comments or anything that I failed to mention, just leave a comment below and I will try to get back to you. Peace.